Hi guys, let's discuss the love signals between MinGyu and Jumi from episodes 8 to 9. During their date, MinGyu was surprised it was JM. The first thing they discussed was about other people. JM asked him if he spoke with Ji-young after the truth or drink, to which he answered yes. He also asked her if she spoke with Jae-ri and she said yes. The interesting thing about this conversation is that they had no reason whatsoever to mention other people's names during this date, but JM asked this question first because she isn't confident about the outcome of this date, so she's building up a defense to guard her heart from disappointment. She was trying to show she's aware of others' interests in him. Then he reciprocated her gesture by asking her about her discussion with Jae-ri, which made the conversation a little awkward. Next, they went to a record library. One unique fact about this location is that this is a place JM visits a lot. This means she really wasn't trying to fit the date by just what MinGyu likes, this was who she is as well. They both have this interest in common. They sat down in silence and just relaxed, and MinGyu choked. He cried a little. Wowza guys, JM made two men cry on this show. Even Ji-won was smitten by her initially. JM is really sweet, y'all. She reminds me of Nerdine from Singles Inferno 2. They are both considerate of other people's feelings without prioritizing their own, which can be detrimental on dating shows. After this they went for some real soul food. This was when she told MinGyu to give her a sign when he develops interest in her. And he promised he will, and that he will be sincere with himself as well. The entire date felt different to MinGyu, and you can tell he felt attracted to JM after this date. However, one frustrating thing about JM is that she never saw herself winning with MinGyu, even though she's letting him know she was interested. In her heart, she already believes he will never want her. Remember when she met with her friends? She told them that she doubts MinGyu will have any feelings left for her because of his feelings for Jimin. This means that before she settled on this date, she had programmed her mind, and set herself to a level where she felt it was impossible to get MinGyu. I believe she just did her best without expecting any feelings in return. Unknowingly to her, this date will have a huge effect on MinGyu. Because by the next day, when MinGyu had a date with Ji-young, he talked about his date with JM a lot with her. At night when couples started returning home from their dates, Jumin was on the edge when Jae-ri came in with YiSoo. She started blathering to Hushin about how much she prefers Jae-ri to MinGyu. She told Hushin to remain confident but questioned her own confidence. She realized she's running out of time, so her insecurities about MinGyu and her fear of Jae-ri falling for YiSoo made her decide right there that she was going for Jae-ri. By the time MinGyu came in from his date, his first eye contact and first wave was towards JM. They both waved at each other. At this point, MinGyu is very much interested in her even though he just came in from a date with Ji-young. He's told JM multiple times that she's always turning her back against him. This means he doesn't feel seen by her. This is why he was confused she was ever interested in him. Now he's trying to give her a sign like she asked, but JM wasn't even trying to look at him or observe him. He made some intense eye contacts, laughed at her jokes and smiles. And that intense stare at the end. I wish JM had given herself a chance with the road she took time to prepare and build with MinGyu. MinGyu could have fallen completely for her. Her indecisiveness muddled things up with Jae-ri. Now the same thing is happening again with MinGyu. He messaged her that night, but she did not message him back. This alone was enough to close his heart back towards her because he'll believe her feelings were superficial. But the next morning, when Jae-ri brought coffee for everyone, MinGyu offered his own cup of coffee to JM as she was leaving for work. Lastly, my final observation was when he and YiSoo were on the couch. And he told her that his feelings over the weekend were strong. Then she asked what feelings, and he said that feeling when I knew you weren't coming out on a date. YiSoo replied that her heart just fluttered. The general understanding of this statement was that he felt strongly for YiSoo because he missed not having a date with her over the weekend. This makes perfect sense that he will say that. It's either because he has feelings for her or because he was trying to make her feel secure so she can stop comparing herself to Jimin. However, I have another interpretation to this conversation. When she said her heart fluttered, his immediate question was a silent why. This got me thinking. He didn't say that to make her feel happy that he felt strongly for her. He was saying it because she was coming on to him very strongly during their conversation. She's asking questions about Jimin. As soon as she brought up the question about Jimin, he felt a little pressure and was immediately reminded of his calm date with JM, which prompted that statement of him saying his feelings were strong over the weekend. YiSoo had been his only option for a while, but over the weekend, he felt something different with someone else, that is JM. When he asked her why, it meant she wasn't supposed to feel those butterflies. Anyways, that is my alternate interpretation, y'all. Sadly, JM friendzoned him, so that ship just hit an iceberg, y'all. I don't want to be a party pooper, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to subscribe if you enjoy my content. See you in the next video.